My mother has a large family. She has 8 sisters and 2 brothers, and fortunately, every one of them are still alive. Quite a few of them are here today. On behalf of the rest of the family, I would certainly like to bring forward one of my favorite aunts, Bertie Conn. I call her Aunt Bertie. So, Aunt Bertie, please come forward. You can still smile, Mom, for now.
I'm proud and honored to be here tonight at Georgia McCain's 50th anniversary. I remember 50 years ago when they got married, I took a picture of them. It's quite different than tonight with all these camcorders and videos and cameras. We only had one camera in the family. It's quite different. We grew up during the Depression. It's not an easy life, but we had wonderful and caring parents that taught us responsibility and respectability. Hard work and Mama's peach tree switch made sure we grew up like that. I remember when Georgia was born, there were already 5 girls in the family, and my aunt down the road had nothing but boys. So when they told me I had a new baby sister, I said, well, I guess we get all the girls and they never gets all the boys. And I still thought that for 10 or 12 more years because we had 3 more girls. But we finally got 2 boys. And as Georgia was growing up, we didn't have a lot of trouble keeping up with her. We always knew her whereabouts. I don't care if she was making mud pies or if she was picking peas. The strange sound came from her direction. And if you sneak up on her sometime, you'll still hear her say it. Georgia is a many-faceted lady. She's assertive. At the age of 5 years, when she came home from her first day at school, she says, I'm not going back to that old schoolhouse. You have to stay there. Free out. And she didn't. She didn't go back to the old schoolhouse until next year. It's all right, George. It's going to get worse. Seriously, Georgia is a seriously generous person. One time, my sister Edith and I had to go to Wyoming on an emergency, and neither one of us are wealthy, but we did get our plane tickets and went on and stayed a month with our mother-in-law while we were up there. Just as we got home, we got another emergency call. My sister was having open heart surgery. Well, Georgia gets out and talks to her church, and I don't know how many more people, and she got us the money to go back up there alone and bring our sister back home with us. She's a hard worker. A few months ago, she and Carl went out and picked up 64, hear that? 64 bushels of sweet potatoes. She gave the garage sale, she made jelly and sold it to bring Daddy and his family home from Africa. She's a devout Christian. Many times over the years I have gone to Georgia for prayers. I feel like she has a direct pipeline to the Lord. And every time I went, she would pray me through another crisis. Thank you, Georgia. I haven't forgotten that. Georgia is also a good wife, mother, grandmother, sister, and friend. And I guess a good mother-in-law. I was unable to get any feedback from that. Many years ago, Georgia and I made a pact that whichever one of us died first, the other one would stay with us at the funeral home at night. Well, Georgia, I'm beginning to think if one of us doesn't hurry up and die, the other one's not going to be able to stay. Church got out a little after 8 o'clock, and she got home at 10:30. There was no word at all, because every time she'd go around that north traffic circle, she would stop at this phone booth, not knowing it's the same phone booth, not even knowing where she was, and call George McCain and ask him how to get home. Finally, this kind-hearted black man, who had seen her come around at least 10 times, walked over there and said, I know where you want to go, and I can take you. Well, Georgia said he had the odor of the fruit of the vine on his breath, but she was desperate enough to take the chance. Sure enough, the man did take her out and send her on her way home. Georgia, I'm sorry about this, but you had it coming.